It's the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill, Roger Clemens.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Lee Lynn, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Slider for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Now it's the DH, Johnny Damon. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Damon, in his 5th season, 23 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. Clemens once again named pitcher of the month after a really excellent stretch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
And now, Bo Jackson. That's in there. Strike 1.
Boog, I got to tell you, the way he's pitched this year, I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to get an arm workout polishing up a Cy Young award in the offseason. So fun to watch him operate out there.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in Boston, and starting this one, Zach Grimsley. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
We go to the bottom of the first. So stepping in for Boston, number 22. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And it's even up. And a pitch. That one ripped. Pulls it in on the warning track. Check out the Red Sox lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Ground ball to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Third, left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
Now a chance for Manny Ramirez.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it across to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. On to the second from Fenway Park. No score. Game 1 of the division series. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
And now George Brett, and that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
No score here in the second. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Anthony under it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 away.
Batting 6, shortstop Bobby Witt
2 down,
Jr.
base is empty. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that drops in for a strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
The 0-2. Swings and misses. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Nothing doing here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. We head to the bottom of the
Leading
second.
off
So here's
for
Boston's
the Red
cleanup
Sox.
hitter, David
First
Ortiz.
baseman, David Ortiz.
Look, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Gone. He circles the bases, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now it's Devers at the plate. And a foul ball.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Next offering is fouled back. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 1 of the ALDS. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Ball 2.
Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings and chases a low one there. Perez out to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. It took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's the third baseman. That one outside. Ball 1. There's a swing and a drive. Going back. And it bangs off the monster. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3.
He comes up firing, and there was an anticipation and kind of an excitement when the ball went in his direction that he was going to have an opportunity to throw somebody out. And that's the attitude that aggressive and good outfielders have.
And next for the Red Sox, Roman Anthony. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Swings through that one for strike 1. Anthony was again named Rookie of the Month. Clearly a cut above the rest of the rookie class. 2 out, space is empty.
It's not always the case, but if you win Rookie of the Month more than once, you've got a great shot at taking home Rookie of the Year honors after the season. What a year he's had.
2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. hauls it in to end the inning. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Top half of the third inning, and here's the first baseman, Morales.
Number 8.
Clemens back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing and a ground ball. Handles, throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 8, right fielder, Alex Gordon.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Alex Gordon. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. On the ground. The flip to the pitcher covering, and that quickly 2 away.
Batting 9th, catcher, Salvador Perez.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw some.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Royals 0. As we go
Leading
to the
off
last
for
of the
the
third,
Red Sox,
digging in, Romy
shortstop,
Gonzalez.
Romy Gonzalez.
Swings and misses. And it's a 1-1. Line drive. Dives. What a play.
Batting 9th, catcher, Connor Wong.
And wow, what a great diving catch, Singy. StatCast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
But that's just a big part of his game. I mean, this guy's instincts just seem to always put him in a position to make special plays, and right there, he's done it again.
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. Hard hit left side. Slings to first. He's out.
Now batting, number 22.
Now it's the second baseman. 0 for 1 so far. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a
right
firm
fielder,
front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So a man aboard, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jarren Duran. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And now 2 aboard.
So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
So digging in, Manny Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two outs.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Next offering misses down and away. David Ortiz would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
2 on, 2 outs. Swings and misses. Perez gathers, goes to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. 2 left on. On to the 4th now in game number 1. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Royals nothing. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Lee Lin. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Johnny Damon will hit next.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Fought off foul.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Swing and a foul out of play. 1 down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
So up now for Kansas City, Bo Jackson. Slider right there.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
The Royals hitless so far in the game. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Got him looking. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. KC down in order. They trail here 1-0. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Stepping in the long ball threat. David Ortiz.
David Ortiz.
Ortiz measures 6 feet 4 inches, 230 pounds, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ortiz
One ball, one
was
strike.
named Player of the Month recently, and that's not the first time that's happened this year. The 1-1 is fouled off.
When you're winning Player of the Month more than once in the same season, you might be earning some other awards in the offseason. I think he's set up pretty well in the MVP race.
And a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. Line drive, base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Now the third baseman. That one ripped right center field. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. He sends it out of here. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Here's a big power threat. Roman Anthony 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one is lifted in the air. Beltran on the move to the gap. Grabs it on the run. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And that one hammered way back there. And it's off the Green Monster. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's there at third with a triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One down, runner at third. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. One away with a runner at third here in game 1 of the ALDS. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Perez collects, fires to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So the lineup flips over. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. 1 for 2. And there's a foul ball. That one's
I got
upstairs,
one
ball
strike.
one.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
2 outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Good eye right there. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. That one drilled left field, and that's just foul.
You're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Goes down looking. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Game 1 of the division series. And now the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
This to third. To first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for the Royals, third baseman George Brett.
So up next, George Brett. Fly to center his first time. Misses inside, and it's 1-0. And there's the strike. Check swing. He held up. And the count 2-1. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Witt stands in now and watches strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Two down, nobody on. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Nothing doing for the Royals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Now pitching for
So the Royals bring on a new arm,
Number
Chris
50.
Bubich.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now batting Jarren
Leading
Duran.
off for the Red Sox, right fielder Jarren Duran.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Caught just shy of the wall.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And stepping in for Boston, Manny Ramirez. 0 for 2 in this one. He swings and fouls one off. And the 0-1. Strike on the inside corner. Bullpen action for the Royals. Lucas Arce getting loose out there. Harvey also throwing. Outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
1 down, base is empty. Missed with a changeup. And the count now even up. And they'll do it again. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Smoked on the ground to second. Throws to first. Out number 2.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman David
2 outs,
Ortiz.
base is empty. So stepping in for Boston, David Ortiz. He's already homered in this game. Inside.
Nope, that's inside.
And that is ball 1. Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Two outs. Fastball is outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Rafael Devers waiting to bat for the Red Sox. Caught and missed. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston, but they're in front 4-0. And we're back here at Fenway Park, all set for the start of the inning. And to the plate for Kansas City, Morales. Clemens back to work. And a foul ball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Alex Gordon.
And next up for the Royals, Alex Gordon. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. The Royals yet to pick up a hit here. And ball 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough.
Out to center. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting catcher,
Salvador Perez getting ready to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
There's a strike. The Red Sox leading by 4 here in game 1 of the ALDS. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
High fly ball out to left field. Ramirez. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Devers.
Designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Beltran sizes this one up. 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch, man. He's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And next for the Red Sox, number 55. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
Foul ball there. Swing and a bouncer. And a foul ball. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back. Out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 5-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
1 out, base is empty. And now Roman Anthony. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. That's ripped. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Next to hit, Romy Gonzalez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Anthony over at first with 1 away. Runner on the go. Pitches low. Tag save. The throw from Perez too late. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man at second. Out of line, out towards center. makes the grab for the second out.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's
Now,
all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Connor Wong. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe, oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Say goodbye to that one. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-0. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Brew. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off. I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Chris Bubich won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Tom Gordon on the pitch out of the pen here.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Here's the second baseman, 1 for 3. That one fouled off.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Ripped, but it curls foul. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-0. This is the American League Division Series on the show. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Lee Lin.
Well, you can't ask for a better start to this series if you're the home team. You've got the lead, your starter's still on the mound, and there's a chance he finishes this thing.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Got it. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And next is the designated hitter, Johnny Damon, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
1-2. He goes down looking. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Two down, base is empty. Bo Jackson steps in for the Royals. First pitch misses. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And a swing and a miss. That's K number 15 in the ball game. He's really dealing. Royals go down 1-2-3. They continue to trail 7-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
For the Red Sox, right fielder Jarren Duran.
And takes low for ball one. Avila goes 6 feet 3 inches, 195 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. Takes it himself, and a quick out, number one.
Now batting, left fielder Manny Ramirez.
Manny Ramirez up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush.
Now batting,
Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, David Ortiz. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Out of here. He'll touch them all. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 9-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's Rafael Devers. That one is absolutely belted back there. And that is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 10-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Tom Gordon is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher now, Lucas Erceg.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's the third baseman. 3 for 3. He's got a double and a pair of home runs. That's towards center. Beltran pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Roman
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Well struck, right field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And that's a 2-out double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Man at second here with 2 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Romy Gonzalez. That one is blasted left field towards the monster, and it hits off the monster. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 11-0. Man in scoring position with 2 away. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. He's already homered here in this one. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
That one out to right. Gordon sizing this one up. Nabs it, and that is that. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. So coming into the game now on defense, Marcelo Meyer. He'll be out in left field.
Number 39, Marcelo Meyer.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Raging back towards the wall. And it bangs off the monster. And that's a leadoff double.
Tough to see the no-no end here with just 6 outs to go, but still a great performance on the mound. And now we'll see if he can get right back to work and go after the next guy.
George Brett steps in for the Royals. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Man at second. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air on the infield, Gonzalez makes the grab. 1 down.
Now batting shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. 1 out and a runner at second here in the late stages of game 1. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. What a game he's having. 16 Ks now.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Morales now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of the ALDS. Right side, hard hit. On to first, and that will end the inning. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. It's the Red Sox 11 and the Royals nothing. Back here at Fenway, now it's the second baseman, number 22.
Second baseman, number 22.
The pitch. Swing and a ball hammered left field to the warning track, makes the catch.
Now batting, right fielder, Jaron Duran.
And now the right fielder, Jaron Duran. That's out to center field. 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder,
Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red
Meyer.
Sox. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Up the middle. Inning over.
He's out.
Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. All set to start the 9th in this one. So up now for Kansas City, Alex Gordon. Clemens back to work. Right through there for a strike.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Now the catcher up to hit, Salvador Perez. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. The Red Sox up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-1.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Lynn in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
And misses inside. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
1 strike away from securing game 1. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that 1 hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, he'd have made just 1 better pitch. Perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
So, Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
11-0 your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.